Hello GMAT aspirants, welcome to your channel GMAT by PW. So here we are for the third lecture of our probability series where we are going to talk about the Bayes theorem. My name is Rahul Batla and I'm a GMAT 780 and a CAT 99.95 percentile. Today we are going to start with the application of conditional probability, that's Bayes theorem. So we've already done conditional probability in the last lecture and before that the basics of probability. I hope you've seen the first two lectures. Today we are here to start the third lecture and the final lecture of this probability series. So let's continue without wasting any more time. What I want is that once we jump into the questions, you pause the video and try on your own before watching the solution, right? Because we need to check how much we have understood, right? Before we go ahead to the questions, let's understand the concept with the help of one question. All right, have a look at it. It says box 1 contains 2 white and 3 red balls. All right, so we know the kind of balls or the material in the box 1. Similarly for the box 2, 4 white and 5 red. One ball is drawn at random from one of the boxes. Which one we don't know, and is found to be red, right? So whenever you see that a condition has already occurred, it is a question of conditional probability. Now, if that particular condition can occur through multiple ways, then it is a question of Bayes theorem. For example, in this one, we know that the ball was found to be red. Now, there are two possibilities that you could have gone to choose box 1 and then a red ball was chosen, or you could have chosen a box 2 and then the red ball was chosen. Do you understand? यहाँ पर दो पॉसिबिलिटी है रेड बॉल को चूज करने की, राइट? बॉल फाउंड टू बी रेड हो चुका है, हो सकता है बॉक्स 1 चूज हुआ और फिर रेड आया, हो सकता है बॉक्स 2 चूज हुआ और फिर रेड आया। तो ये अब कंडीशनल प्रोबेबिलिटी में बेस थ्योरम का स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन हो गया, क्योंकि हमें पता है रेड आ चुका है। अब रेड जिस जिस चेन से भी अचीव हो सकता है, बॉक्स 1 की चेन से, बॉक्स 2 की चेन से, आपको सारी ड्रॉ करनी है and then try to write down the probabilities of all these events. Now you had two boxes, box 1 को चूज करने की probability half, box 2 को probability चूज करने की half, 1/2, two boxes, box 1 1 of two boxes, 1 of two boxes. Box 1 में red की probability क्या है? Box 1 has 2 white and 3 red, so 3 red balls out of total 5. Box 2 में red की क्या है? 5 red out of total 9 balls, right? Now the question says find the probability that it was from box 2. कह रहा रेड बॉल आ गई, हमने रेड की चेन बना दी। नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज कि क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी है कि वो बॉक्स 2 वाली चेन से पिक हुई है। So this becomes our favorable chain. So here instead of favorable upon total outcome, we have a favorable chain upon the probability of all the outcomes या all the chains का sum. तो favorable chain है हमारी ये वाली कि बॉक्स 2 पे आओ, यानी कि हाफ मल्टीप्लाई बाय 5/9, दिस इज द फेवरेबल चेन, upon sum of all the possible chains that could lead to the entity that has occurred, यानी रेड बॉल। अब ये चेन की प्रोबेबिलिटी हाफ इंटू 3/5 प्लस ये चेन की प्रोबेबिलिटी हाफ इंटू 5/9, राइट? तो फेवरेबल चेन अपॉन सम ऑफ ऑल द चेन्स। तो क्या करना है, जैसे ही आपको मिले कि भाई एक चीज अगर कर चुकी है तो कंडीशनल प्रोबेबिलिटी या बेस थ्योरम। अब अगर जो चीज अगर कर चुकी है, जो इस क्वेश्चन में था कि रेड का आना, वो मल्टीपल चेन से आ सकता है तो बेस थ्योरम। अब मल्टीपल चेन से जिस जिससे आ सकता है आप ड्रॉ करेंगे। ये फेवरेबल चेन बॉक्स 2 की प्रोबेबिलिटी, क्योंकि वो बॉक्स 2 की चाहता है, डिवाइड बाय सम ऑफ ऑल द चेन्स, गेट द आंसर। हाफ सबके पास है, कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा। तो वी हैव अ 5/9 अपॉन 9 और 5 एलसीएम 45, 5 9 जा 9 3 जा 27 प्लस 9 5 जा 5 5 जा 25, 9 1 जा 9 5 जा 5 ऊपर चला गया, यू हैव अ 25 upon 27 plus 25, 20, 40, 47, 52. 25/52 is your answer. Okay, that's simple. बस इतना करना आपने, nothing more than that. You can easily handle it out. Alright, आराम से करो, बिंदास। Draw all the chains for the event that has occurred. Favorable chain upon sum of all the chains. एक बार pause करके देख लो, समझ लो, because the next question you're going to try it on your own, right? So let's go ahead. Here's the first question on Bayes theorem. This one for you. You're going to try it on your own. Go ahead, look for the condition that has already occurred. Right? So Boyac contains 10 fair, 25 coins having heads on both sides. The coin is selected randomly and tossed if it gives head. So what we know is कि head आ चुका है. अब head कैसे कैसे आ सकता है, या तो fair coin से आया होगा या फिर biased coin से आया होगा, जब दोनों तरफ head है तो बनाते हैं हम chain, right? So either you would have chosen a fair coin and then a head, or you would have taken a biased coin and then a head. हेड आ चुका है तो हमने हेड की चेन बना दी. फाइंड द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट इट वाज अ फेयर कॉइन, यानी ये चेन की प्रोबेबिलिटी चाहिए. अब भी अगर आपने ट्राई नहीं किया था, अब ये हिंट पे मिल चुका है, अब ट्राई करो. प्रोबेबिलिटीज लिखते हैं, फिर एक बार और पॉज लेके ट्राई करना. फेयर कॉइन्स, यू हैड 10 फेयर कॉइन्स, 25 बायस कॉइन्स. तो फेयर कॉइन की प्रोबेबिलिटी 10, अब टोटल कितने हो गए, 35 हो गए. 10 + 25, तो इसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी 10/35 यानी कि 2/7. इसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी 25/35 यानी कि 5/7. फेयर कॉइन में हेड की प्रोबेबिलिटी हाफ, 1/2. बायस कॉइन में हेड की प्रोबेबिलिटी 1. क्यों? क्योंकि दोनों साइड ही हेड है तो हेड ही आएगा. अब ट्राई टू गेट टू द आंसर. कैलकुलेशन करना सीखो, चेन बनाना सीख गए तो फेवरेबल चेन इज दिस वन, दैट इज 2/7 into 1/2, राइट, अपॉन सम ऑफ ऑल द चेन्स. पहली चेन तो यही है, तो 2/7 into 1/2 प्लस ये वाली चेन 5/7 into 1, राइट. 2 से 2 कैंसिल, 2 से 2 कैंसिल, यू हैव 1/7 अपॉन 1/7 plus 5/7, that is 1/7 upon 6/7, 7 is 7 cut. Final answer 1/6, and that's option. Got it? Simple. Now next one you should definitely get it. Okay, चलो. For you, question number 2. Pause guys. Pause करो, try करो, एक दो बनेगा तभी confidence आएगा, right? All right, I hope you have paused it. Try it on your own. Now it's my turn to go ahead with it. Okay, चलो. In a factory which manufacture bolts, machine A, B, and C manufacture respectively 25, 35, and 40% of the bolts. Fine. So we have three factories, A, B, and C. For A, we see 25%, right? That is 25/100 probability है कि यहाँ से bolt आएगा. B, we have 35, तो यहाँ से 35/100 की probability है. एंड सी वी हैव 40, यानी यहाँ से 40/100 की प्रोबेबिलिटी है कि यहाँ से बोल्ट सिलेक्ट होगा. 25 से आ गया, 35 से आ गया, तो 40 आ गया. नाउ ऑफ देयर आउटपुट्स 5, 4 एंड 2% आर रिस्पेक्टिवली डिफेक्टिव. ए वालों में डिफेक्टिव कितना है, 5%, यानी 5/100. बी वालों में डिफेक्टिव कितना है, 4/100. और सी वालों में डिफेक्टिव कितना है, 2/100 डिफेक्टिव, राइट. मैं सिंप्लीफाई इसलिए नहीं कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि मुझे पता है सब चेन्स के पास मेरे को डिनोमिनेटर में 100 मिलेगा तो कट जाएगा. नाउ a bolt is drawn at random from the product and it is found to be defective. पता है कि जो चूज हुआ है वो डिफेक्टिव है, मैंने डिफेक्टिव की सारी चेन बना दी. फेवरेबल चेन ढूंढनी है. व्हाट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट इज मैन्युफैक्चर्ड बाय द मशीन बी. ये हो गई फेवरेबल चेन. अब मैं सबके नीचे का 100 लिखते बैठूंगा नहीं क्योंकि मुझे पता है सबके कटेंगे, इसलिए मैंने ऐसे लिखा है. तो ऊपर वाली चेन है 35 into 4. पर इसके नीचे का 10,000 कहाँ गया, 100 सबके पास आएगा, कट गया. ये का 25 into 5, आप देख सकते हो इसके नीचे भी आएगा ना 10,000, वो इसके नीचे भी था. प्लस 35 into 4 plus 40 into 2. That is why I never cancelled off or simplified these, because I know you have a 10,000 below this and 10,000 below each and every term. Numerator में भी कॉमन, डिनोमिनेटर में कॉमन, कट गया. Now let's start cancelling out. 5 से सब जा रहे हैं, इसके पास 5 है, 5 7 जा, इसका 5 खत्म हो गया, 5 7 जा, 5 8 जा. अब कुछ नहीं जा सकता क्योंकि 4 है, इसके पास 4 है, इसके पास 8 है, बट यहाँ पे मिसिंग है, तो अब यहाँ से हमको नॉर्मली कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा. 7 4 जा 28. डिनोमिनेटर वी हैव 25, राइट, यहीं ऐड कर लेते हैं. प्लस 7 4 जा 28 प्लस 8 2 जा 16. तो 25 16 इज 41, सॉरी 41, 41 एंड 28 is 69. So 28/69, that's option C. That is the final probability. Right? Simple. Drawing all the chains of defective, choosing the chain of machine B, favorable chain. Great. One more. Now I hope that you get the next two on your own. The beautiful questions, a little tough as well, but try it on your own. You will get the answer, I'm sure. चलो इसको ट्राई करेंगे. Okay, I'm assuming that you have paused the video and then now you are trying it. If you haven't paused it, guys, you're not doing it correctly. You have to see how much you are learning, okay? Otherwise, no point of such videos. Short bites trying to make you learn. For us, this might be of 15-20 minutes, but for you, if you're sitting down attempting these videos, must take around 35 to 40 minutes. In a test and examination, okay, either guesses, okay, in a test and examinee, a student either guesses, copies, or knows the answer. So there are three possibilities that the guy will either guess or copy or know the answer. Now, with four choices, there are multiple choices. So in case he goes to guess, the probability of getting it right is going to be 1 by 4, right? Because there are four options. The guess to be right, one is going to be correct. So 1 of 4 is going to be correct, 1/4. The probability that he makes a guess is 1 by 3, all right? So this probability is 1 by 3. And the probability that he copies the answer is 1 by 6. So copy is 1 by 6. Okay. The probability that his answer is correct given that he copies. If he copies and then the answer is correct, the probability of right is 1 by 8. Fine. Find the probability that he knew the answer. So you're asking me for this particular chain. Fine. All right. If the question is answered correctly, so we have drawn the right answer chain for each and everybody, but these two probabilities are missing. This is our favorable chain. He has got the answer correct. What is the probability that he knew the answer, right? So guys, what is the probability that he knew the answer? Of course, the remaining 1/3 he guesses, 1/6 he gets it, he cheats it. So the remaining, he knows it, isn't it? So either he knows or he guesses or he cheats. So if I subtract the probability of knowing and cheating, sorry, if I subtract the probability of guessing or cheating, I'll get the probability of knowing. Yes or no? So 1 minus this and this, I'll know, get the probability that he knows. अब भाई या तो आता होगा या चीटिंग करेगा या गैस करेगा. गैस करने का निकाल दिया, चीटिंग करने का निकाल दिया, बचा आने का. तो दिस बिकम्स 1 माइनस हाफ, यानी कि हाफ. तो इधर की प्रोबेबिलिटी आ गई. अब अगर आता है तो सही होने की प्रोबेबिलिटी 1 है. तो आता है तो सही करेगा ना, गलत थोड़ी मार्क कर देगा. पता है बी है, उठा के सही थोड़ी मार्क कर देगा. So now the chain is also complete. You are saying that he knew the answer. Favorable chain, half into 1, that's half. 1 by 3 into 1 by 4, that's 1 by 12. 1 by 6 into 1 by 8, that is 1 by 48. Plus 1 by 2 into 1, that is half. So 1 by 2 upon 12, 48, 2, the LCM is 48. 12 4 ja, 4 plus 1 5, 5 and 24, 29. 2 1 ja, 2, 24 ja, the answer becomes 24 by 29. 24 by 29 is the probability that he knew the answer if he is getting it right. Favorable chain, sum of all the chains. Smart thing to notice over here is that the right probability here is 1 by 4 because he is guessing. So one of the 4 is correct. Guess. Here, how to calculate the probability that he knew the answer is 1 minus these two chains. Total minus the two chains, you get this one. Sum तो 1 होगा. अगर उसको आता है तो राइट होने की प्रोबेबिलिटी 1 हो जाएगी. इट्स वेरी सिमिलर टू डबल हेडेड, राइट? अब आता है तो सही मार्क करेगा. Got it? Now, the final one, a good one, a tough one, 700 plus, try it on your own. Here a person lies 3 out of 4 times. A dice was rolled and he reported it to be a 6. Find the probability that it was actually a 6. That means actually a 6 probability. That means he said truth, isn't it? He reported it to be a 6. If it was actually a 6 and he reported to be a 6, that means he was saying the truth. That is a hint. Now pause and try. Okay, my turn. Right. So the idea is, how can he say 6 or how can he report 6? Because what we know is that he has stated कि 6 आ चुका है. Now the idea is either he would be saying the truth and 6 आ जाता, or he was saying a lie and reporting it to be a 6. Right? अब अगर वो lie करके 6 बोल रहा है तो पक्का 6 नहीं आया होगा. फिर क्या आया होगा? 1 2 3 4 5 कुछ आया होगा. All right. So now person lies 3 out of 4 times. So probability of truth is 1 by 4 and lying is 3 out of 4, 3 out of 4 times. If he's saying the truth, then it must have been a 6. So the probability of 6 is 1 by 6. If he was saying the lie and reporting 6, मतलब 6 तो पक्का नहीं था, इन पांचों में तो कुछ भी हो सकता है, यानी 5 by 6 हो सकता है। 1 आया हो, उसने बोला हो 6, 2 आया हो, उसने बोला हो 6, 3 आया तो 1 2 3 4 5 में तो कुछ भी आएगा, हो सकता है वो 6 बोल दे। So these are the two chains. Now we are looking for the chain that it was actually a 6. So we are looking for this chain when he reported it correctly. तभी तो actually 6 होगा. So this chain is 1 by 4 into 1 by 6, that's 1 by 24. Upon this chain is 3 by 4 into 5 by 6, that's 15 by 24, plus 1 by 24, sum of chains. So 1 by 24 upon 16 by 24, 24 gets cancelled. We have 1 by 16 as the answer. Right. So a beautiful concept based on conditional probability. How to identify it? When a condition is given to you, it is definitely either a conditional probability or a Bayes theorem. And if in that particular question, if that condition which is known to you can be attained by multiple pathways, then it is a Bayes theorem question. The answer is the favorable pathway upon sum of all the pathways. I hope you got it. Take care and all the best. That sums up this beautiful series of probability where we discuss the basics, conditional probability, and then a Bayes theorem. Take care. All the best. See you next time with some next particular series.